Lord forgive me for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack making backflip. Telly Hank with the action. With the vital speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby May. Just caught a touchdown from the Bay.
Baltimore City Police are looking for a suspect in relation to the murders of two brothers. January 14, 2020, Cordell Bruce was found dead in the 1100 block of Belvedere Avenue. Just 6 days later, the body of his brother, Cornelius, was found in a burning vehicle on St. Lo Drive.
People killed in Baltimore this year, and tonight we are focusing on two of them. Brothers killed within 1 week of each other. One shot to death in mid-January, the other found days later, shot and burned inside of a car. Fox 45's Dan Lamparello is speaking with their family tonight about their pleas for answers. Dan?
Mary, Cordell and Cornelius Bruce were separated by just 4 years, but they were killed just 7 days apart. Their family continuing to mourn both of their deaths tonight, even as Cornelius's body remains in police custody 33 days after his death.
Losing someone you love.
I just don't understand why.
Is even harder when.
Why them? All people.
You lose two.
Why them?
A family tree with two fewer branches.
1 week I lost something pure, which is CJ. Then the next week I lost something delicate, which is Cornelius.
The two brothers, both victims of Baltimore's violence.
Your life has been shattered in front of you. I don't know which way to be supposed to be going.
Police say on January 14th, Cordell Bruce was shot to death in the 1100 block of Belvedere Avenue.
All he was looking for was a way to be a better person in life.
No one has been charged.
I miss him.
The family barely had time to bury him before it happened again.
I'm having a memorial for my other son, Cordell. I thought the detectives was just calling me about Cordell, but they was just calling me to let me know my other son was gone too.
Police say Cornelius Bruce was found dead inside of a burning car on January 20th. Investigators later found out he'd been shot before the car was set on fire.
How you burn my baby? They burnt my baby.
Now it's been more than a month, and his family says his body remains in police custody.
There's no way possible someone can be brutally murdered the way he was, and you have no answers for the family.
Still no closure in a case that's cut right through this family.
And if you can't help me, just give him to me. Don't leave him listed as a John Doe, as a nobody. He is somebody. That's my little brother. That's what makes him somebody.
Now, we reached out to Baltimore police today for updates on both Cordell and Cornelius's cases, and to ask why Cornelius's body has not been released to the family. A spokesperson told us we need to reach out tomorrow to get those answers. Live at police headquarters tonight, Dan Lamparello, Fox 45 News.
I'm going to tell you tonight, in a nearly 2-year-old murder case, Cornelius Bruce was found inside a burning vehicle in northeast Baltimore last January.
Today, investigators released pictures of a person of interest. WMER2 News' Dave Detling is outside police headquarters with the latest. Dave, you had a chance to talk to the family. Do they recognize the man in those pictures?
Hey, good evening. Well, hard to tell because when the family saw those pictures, they broke down, started crying. But we do want to point out this is a joint investigation between both the ATF and the Baltimore Police Department. Talking to Cornelius' sister, Caprice, she says what gives her comfort is visiting her brother's grave daily.
ATF, in conjunction with Baltimore police, released surveillance video and pictures of this man, a person of interest wanted in connection with the death of 27-year-old Cornelius Bruce. Cornelius' sister, Caprice, saw the photos for the first time Tuesday night.
With those pictures, are you hoping someone knows and is able to identify them?
Oh, somebody gonna tell you who it is. They tell everything else.
There's hurt in her voice. Caprice has lost two of her brothers, most recently Cornelius. Back on January 20th, he was found inside a burning vehicle behind Lake Clifton High School on St. Lo Drive. Investigators say he was shot and killed prior to being placed in the car that was set on fire.
I just don't want my little brother to just go on as another number.
That's why investigators are releasing these pictures. The man seen with the gray hood, dressed all in black, was caught on surveillance video at the BP gas station on Bel Air Road prior to the car fire. In his hand, a red gas can. Investigators say he walked up on foot around 8:30, filled up the can, and then walked off. An hour later, Cornelius's body was found in a burning car.
I got more questions. I want to know why, what you get out of it, what you gain, why you burn my brother like that. The way my little brother was killed, somebody was going to catch it on the camera anyway.
And again, if you have information about the person seen in those pictures, police investigators want to hear from you. You could be eligible for a $5,000 reward. The number to call is 888-ATF-TIPS. Reporting outside Baltimore Police Headquarters, Dave Detling, WMAR.
Brian Frost says that Darren Horton, Christopher Brown, and Jimmy Murphy murdered brothers Cordell and Cornelius Bruce in January of 2020. Prosecutors say Horton, Brown, and another person met up with Cordell Bruce at the Alameda Shopping Center for a marijuana sale on January 14, 2020. The three got into an argument, but after leaving the shopping center, prosecutors say Horton, Brown, and the other associate hunted Cordell down, then shot and killed him. Now, less than a week later, on January 20th, prosecutors say that Cordell's brother, Cornelius Bruce, along with Jimmy Murphy and another person, were trying to avenge Cordell's murder. While seeking retaliation for his brother's murder, prosecutors say Jimmy Murphy shot and killed Cornelius Bruce and then tried to cover up the murder. The body was left inside a burning car behind Lake Clifton High School. Now, police released this surveillance video back in December. You can see a person at a nearby BP gas station filling up a red gas can, although prosecutors have not confirmed if the man in that video was Jimmy Murphy. Now, again, police haven't said anything about the status of Jimmy Murphy or Christopher Brown, but the ATF is offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of Darren Horton. Reporting live in Northeast Baltimore, Mark Roper, WMAR2 News.
Yo, we back. It's your boy Popalot. Mobb. We on our way to Murderland with it. Body more to be exact. Y'all know what we about to do. I need the whole city to tap in for this one. Now, today, I'm going to be telling a tragic story about two brothers and a span of events that happened and show you just how 1 week can change the entire trajectory of your family. And it's really going to be a tale of revenge, retribution, backdooring, and double-crossing, pretty much everything that you get when you step into the street life. Now, the two brothers that I'm going to be talking about is going to be Cordell Bruce and Cornelius Bruce. Now, the story kind of begins to unfold or takes place right around January 14th, 2020. Now, according to the Maryland Attorney General, they're going to say Cordell Bruce was shot and killed in the 1100 block of East Belvedere Avenue in Baltimore City. Now, it wouldn't even be 6 days to where his brother Cornelius Bruce was found on January 20th in a burning vehicle in the 2800 block of St. Lo Drive in Baltimore City. Now, it was determined that Cornelius had been shot and killed prior to his body had been found burning. Now, according to authorities, they're going to say that their investigation determined that Cordell Bruce was at the Alameda Shopping Center at the 5600 block of Alameda with several other individuals. Now, two of them being Christopher Brown and Darren Horton. Now, during that time, they're going to say that some kind of verbal disagreement occurred between Cordell Bruce, Brown, and Horton, and several other people not mentioned. And they're going to say that that dispute was over a botched marijuana sale. Now, after leaving the shopping center, they're going to say that Brown and Horton and an unnamed individual would go on to hunt down Cordell Bruce, where they would find him at the 1100 block of Belvedere Avenue, where they would go on to shoot and kill him. Now, several days later, after finding out this information, his brother, Cordell, would set plans in motion to try to avenge or retaliate for his brother's murder. And he would enlist the help of a guy by the name of Jimmy Murphy, who is very, very, very important in this case, because on January 20th, 2020, they're going to say that Cordell Bruce, Jimmy Murphy, and an unknown individual will proceed to slide on Christopher Brown and Darren Horton. But in the process, Cordell Bruce was killed. And that's where a lot of the questions are going to come into play, because it's really a situation to where did Jimmy Murphy set up Cordell Bruce to be murdered, or was they on a mission to try to get retribution for his brother's death, and he ended up being shot? So the crazy thing is the whole burning body and all of that, but that's what brought the ATF into this situation, and really, I'm going to say that's what cracked the case. But when you really step back and look at the situation as a whole, it's a real American tragedy that's playing out in the ghettos worldwide, where just in a span of less than a week, two brothers could be wiped out, and it really all ties down to the streets because it's over a botched marijuana sale. So we would never know the amount or the details of that, but none of that shit is going to be worth the outcome that happened from it. So with that being said, that's going to be the main takeaway that I get from this situation, is really you kind of got to watch what you get into from the get. But yeah, my brother's keeper. This is definitely one of them kind of situations. And I really want to kind of send condolences to the family, especially the sister that spoke about this murder, because it's wild in cities like Baltimore, Chicago, Philly, New York, LA, Houston, Memphis. I can go on and on and on, where shit like this is going on left and right. I want y'all to get in the comment box and let me know what's y'all takeaway from this. Y'all know how I'm rocking. It's your boy Popalot. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, POP_A_LOT. We gonna be back with some more real trill spill shit. Y'all get in the comment box. Y'all let me know what the situation is. And y'all know what it is with me. Mobb, Mobb, Mobb.